Hello, it's Scott and Ray.
Hi.
We're in the sunflower garden today. It's just past the equinox. I wasn't in town for the equinox this year, which was on the 19th of March. And so I didn't get a chance to plant my sunflower circle on the equinox. So we're going to do it today, which is the Monday following. The equinox actually happened late in the day on Saturday night. So today being the equinox, we want to take some time to come out here in the garden. We're doing this with an intention. We want to do this and show some of the things that we do. I don't do everything the same every single time. I kind of go with the flow and go with what feels right and what feels good. And that I would suggest that you do that as well. Kind of make this your own way of doing things and connecting to it in your own ways. But I wanted to go over a couple of things while we're sitting here. We just made a video. Ray took some video of me out tilling in the garden, and I was tilling around the old sunflower circle from last year, where I've got that staked off over here with a marker. And after I did that, then I moved over to the circle where we're going to put the sunflowers this year, and it's just a little bit to the north and east of where it was last year, a little closer to our fence. So I wanted to go over and show that to you as we do that. But before we did that, I want to take a moment and explain a couple of things about why we want to do what we're doing and why we've created the sunflower circle and the sunflower garden in the first place, the idea where it came from. And this is stuff that I've talked about on other videos I've made before, but not really with Ray here. And I want to get her perspective of it and her observations of it and what she thinks as well. So this journey started a long time ago, and I won't go into all of the details of that. But suffice it to say that for the last 4 years, I've been planting sunflowers. This is year number 5. And I started doing it as a way to kind of heal myself and give myself a place as it evolved to go into sacred space. And we make those in circles because it's symbolic. And today I don't always dress like this when I'm gardening, by the way. I'm doing this today as special symbolism for the things that we're both going to be participating in. And it's around the circle. The circle is a sacred thing. Circles represent for me an infinite thing because it never ends. It just continues around. That's how a lot of things that you observe in nature and in the universe happen, from the circulations of planets around stars to the circulations of electrons around the centers of atoms. Everything seems to be in a circle, and that's one of the reasons we want to do what we're doing here today and being symbolic of that. And you'll hear me talk about things, and you'll see me say things, and see me do things, I should say, that are not going to be exactly in Native American tradition. And I'm not here to copycat Native American traditions or any other Aboriginal traditions. I'm just here to connect to the parts that mean something to me. I don't want to do anything here to tell someone how they should do it. And that's why I say you should make this kind of your own. So I just want to talk about a couple of the things that I'm wearing today. This, for example, represents the 4 colors, the 4 sacred colors in Native American tradition. Each one of those represents a direction. And today what we're going to do when we plant the sunflower circle is we're going to use some of that symbolism in what we do, using the 4 directions, which represent also 4 seasons and are associated with 4 colors. That's a sacred number 4 to Native American traditions and other traditions as well. The shirt that I'm wearing today represents a circle as well, and it has 4 Cocopeles dancing, playing flutes in the center. So I'm wearing that shirt to be symbolic of what we're participating in today too. And as I did last year, I want to make this a sacred space. I want to make it a place where I can come, where Ray can come, where our friends can come, anyone we want to invite to come here and just sit and be present in nature, and using the sunflower circle for that. So as we go through this year, we want to document what we're doing so that we can share that, because we've found in our own lives that this is a very healing thing for us and the challenges that we have. It gives us time to go out and to be present. It gives us time to go out and just be in nature and not be concerned about all of the other things, but just be in the now. And for me, it's been really a significant part of that because I've spent so much time out here. Rae has been working very hard in her job, and that has allowed me, by what she does and the work that she does, to be able to concentrate the time that I needed to do this. And it's taken some time. She's been very patient. I've had to be patient, and we've had ups and downs in our own lives and challenges of all different kinds, just like because that's the way life is. But what we want to do is use a space like this so that we can come and really try and get perspective on what is important in life. And those things sometimes come in very quiet moments when we're just alone being present. So that's what we want to try and teach as we do this. So I want to talk to Rae a little bit now and just kind of get her perspective of what she's seen happening and the evolution she's seen happening over the last 4 years, but also to talk about the times that maybe that she's spent in here and what that has felt like for her. So Rae, what do you think? I'm going to turn the time over to you and I'll come out.
Well, I think, the fact that the circle is planted so intentionally in a circle, and it wasn't a circle at first.
Right.
How many years has it been a circle?
This is I had one up here and then one there, so that was 2 years.
It's been a circle. This is the third year for it to be a
Right.
circle.
Third year.
And circles are important, not only in terms of meaning, but in our own lives. I think of the circle of the ring on my finger that symbolizes the commitment that we made to one another. And I think of the terminology we call a circle of friends, our family circles. So circles have a lot of meaning to us. And for me, coming into the Sunflower Circle, I just absolutely love how it makes me feel. I have really enjoyed the time and the stillness that it creates, and just the quietness, the contemplation. It's really a treat to be in the circle with Scott. I would encourage anyone that could join when they can, when they're in town, to come by. It's something that helps you prepare to be still and to see what shows up. And we've seen amazing animals. We've had very quiet, tender moments. We've had answers that come very softly to you in that stillness, and especially when your mind is open and your mindfulness is around your heartfulness. So your mind and your heart are so aligned when you're in the circle, and it really is such a beautiful thing. We have friends that come, and when they're feeling stresses, they'll just kind of knock on the door and I'll wave. I know where they're headed to, and they come and sit in the circle, and we just love that. And we love that it is symbolic for anyone who wants to plant a circle that can. If you can't plant a circle, then even to just plant one seed in your house of some sort of plant that signifies that stillness, and set it down. If you sit down in a room and just put around you things that are meaningful to you and create your own circle that creates that quietness, I think that becomes very important to all of us. So I'm really happy to be here. I'm glad that I played hooky and took the rest of the day off so that I could spend the time planting in the garden.
I am too. I'm so glad to have you here with me. I did this not by myself last year, but no one was here for the actual planting. I had people stopping by all day. I had my son and a few of his friends stop by, and Rae came later in the day and sat out here with me too. But to have someone here to share it with and to capture what we're going to do here today, like I said, make this your own. You don't have to copycat everything that I do. I just want to give you some ideas of the symbolism that I see in Native American and other Aboriginal traditions that we want to incorporate here today and make this a real sacred space connected in nature for us to retreat to.
Perfect.
So, all right.
Here we go.
Here we go.